Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm glad you're here. I normally crochet, knit, sew, all the fun things. Today, it's not going to be any of that. Today, I just want to chat. So, I have a project I'm going to be knitting on. So, grab your project, grab you something to drink, whatever you want to do. Sit with me for a minute. And if I can get all the hair out of my face. It's going to come back regardless, so I'm just going to leave it there. Now, this was not the video I planned to film. I wanted to come on here, and forgive me, I didn't sleep very well last night. And I'm stumbling over my words, and I thought I was ready. I thought my brain was I really thought I had it together so far this morning, but apparently not. The reason I couldn't sleep is you saw the title. My job has filed for bankruptcy again. That's twice in one fiscal year. Because JOANN, their year runs from February. It starts in February. So when they filed bankruptcy in March, I believe that's when they did it. That's what my manager told me. I thought it was a little before that, but I could have been wrong. She knows. She's been with the company 15 years, so yeah, she would know. But anyway, I don't have any other news yet as far as what to expect. Okay. I'm popping this in the video because after I filmed everything this morning, and I had that glare, after I filmed everything, I did some reading and I talked to my manager and all that. So apparently, it is now widely known. The CEO himself made a public statement regarding it. We are being sold. The JOANN Corporation is being sold within the next 2 months. If we do not receive another buyer, a liquidation company will buy us out and liquidate all the assets and close down the stores. So it's official. Yeah. So, wow. By the time you see this, it'll be old news probably, but yeah. I may pop this up as soon as my son can get it edited, because he will be back from his trip today sometime, and I can send him the file and he can do the editing, and but yeah, I just wanted to come update you real quick, and we'll pop this in the video where it would make the most sense, and then yeah. So, back to the video. But I do know that on my JOANN app, the dashboard is gone with the rewards and stuff. So, who knows? There's so much speculation running around, and I've seen a lot of the stuff online, and I've heard customers talking, and we really don't know. We don't know what's what yet. In the next couple months, or in the next few months, I think it'll become a lot more clear. I don't know if, and I've even seen people suspecting that it's a ploy by JOANN to amp up the business and make everybody, rush to the stores and buy what they can for fear of missing out when they close. I might have bought that idea if they didn't shut down the dashboard on the app. But I could be wrong. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. And I'm sorry, I'm knitting so slow and I'm talking so slow and my brain is moving slow. Because I'm upset. I know I haven't been there long, but I finally found a job that fits me. And I don't want to see it go. I don't want to see JOANN go because I don't really shop Michael's and I don't shop Hobby Lobby much anymore. I mean, I really don't. Because both of those stores now, yes, I know JOANN has Big Twist and I buy a lot of it. But they also keep other brands well stocked, right? You really can't say that about Michael's and Hobby Lobby. They have a very limited selection of other brand yarn. And that's the one thing I appreciated about JOANN, and that's why I always went there, is because they had a better selection. I wasn't pigeonholed into buying one particular brand of yarn. So, I hope it doesn't. This doesn't mean the end for JOANN, because I'd be very upset. Now, fabric, I hear Michael's is bringing back fabric. One of our customers said that that they have some fabric. Now, the one in Aiken, I remember seeing maybe one aisle of fabric. It was very limited, but it could have expanded, It really could have. And I do hear that they have a lot more. We have very, very limited licensed fabric. Now, that's not to say the other JOANNs are that limited. Our JOANN is that limited on licensed fabric. Anyway, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I promise. And if your name's Debbie, I'm not trying to insult you any more than I would if your name was Karen. But I enjoy my job. I enjoy hanging out with other crafters and working with other crafters and even customers, talking with customers and talking about what they're working on. And that stuff just, it feeds my creativity. And if that goes away, it goes away. There's nothing I can do, obviously. But unless I go to work at another craft store, which I seriously doubt I would want to do that. I mean, yeah, Aiken has a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's, And maybe I would. I don't know. I just always went over to Augusta to JOANN, so I don't know. So, if I will tell y'all when I learn anything new, and yeah, I don't know what else to say on that, because it's just unbelievable to think that, I mean, yes, COVID opened up the craft world to a lot more people. And, a lot more people got involved in different, crafty stuff. But our store stays so busy. I mean, yes, there is downtimes, like an hour or two here, or hour or two there, but primarily it stays pretty steadily busy. And it just blows me away. Now, I've seen videos, I've seen pictures. I know not all JOANN stores are like mine as far as keeping well stocked and aisles clear, and yeah, I get it. But Augusta, Georgia it'll put a hurting on the crafting community if JOANN does close. Now, all that being said, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope that with some restructuring or something like that, or even if they get bought out by another company, maybe it'll be a good thing, and it'll just be a matter of restructuring some of the way they do things. Now, I know they did do some restructuring and some fiscal rearranging back when they did the bankruptcy last year, or this past year. Now, if obviously that didn't work, whatever they did, but me and my boss have a few ideas on that one too. I mean, because you could save so many man hours by opening a couple hours later and closing a couple hours earlier. I mean, because I know we all have some crafting emergencies sometimes. And I know that sounds silly, but usually after 7 o'clock, there's not a whole lot of business, so you could literally close the store at 7 o'clock. That way it would give people who work 9 to 5s time to get in, to get to the store, get what they need, and you still, I mean, that's 4 hours a day. And if you staff 2 people at opening and closing, that's 8 hours saved. And I know that doesn't sound much, but you times that, I think my boss said like 800 stores, that's a lot of money to save. Plus, one of those have to be management. If you staff the store with 2 people, one of those has to be a manager. So, yeah, you're going to save payroll substantially. But anyway, and cut out a day or two a week. There's so many ways that JOANN could make cuts, or just make cost saving measures that would, yeah. I don't understand corporations sometimes. I really don't, because logistically, if you think about it, you could just move things around and reorganize it, and because the restructuring that they did, it must have been just financial restructuring, because I didn't see anything change about the local store after the first bankruptcy. But my manager was joking. She's like, well, if they did end up closing the store, we could buy all the stuff and open up another store. I was like, she's like, but I get to be the boss. And I'm like, oh, really? You gonna put all the money up? But we're not at that point yet, where it's still very early days. So I'm hoping that they can figure something out and keep us open, because like I said, I love my job. I love many things about it, but one is my boss, because, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy, and I'm trying, it's itching up in there. I know that's disgusting, sorry. But anyway, you know how when it itches and you think you can scratch, the outside, like with your ear too? Yeah. But I do think your boss makes a big difference on how much you enjoy your job. I really do. And my boss is a lot like me, so we get along well. So anyway, now since we're just doing a little chit chat kind of thing, I got turned down by that podcaster that I reached out to and made the bag for. Did it in the most nicest way possible, but in the end, it still doesn't take the sting out of the fact that, and I even in my email, I even said, I want you to have the bag regardless of whether you want to, promote my website or not, or endorse my website or anything. Because I made the bag for her, with her in mind, and it was a very intentional thing. And she's like, no, thank you, appreciate it, but no. Okie dokie. Yeah, that stung. That stung a little bit. And everybody has their reasons. And maybe, even though I said she wasn't obligated, maybe she felt that if she did take the bag, she would hate not to. And that's okay. I just got to figure out something else. But I will say, I thought that by being upfront and direct and saying, look, this is for you. If you like my work, can you promote my website? Can you endorse my website? Whatever. I thought by doing it that way, instead of sending like happy mail and hoping that I get a shout out, I would be upfront and direct about it. And So that is one has never responded back, and one turned me down. So should I try for 3? I just don't know who else to reach out to. Because two, I don't follow a whole lot of podcasters. I mean, I follow a few. And actually, I do have one more that I could possibly. Yeah, I think I might reach out to her. But what I'll do is I will reach out to her before I make a bag and then ask if she does want to do it, would she have a preference on the bag? Because this girl is so chill. This woman. I did not mean to say this girl. But I've told y'all, anybody half my age feels like a girl to me, even though they're grown women. But, you know, they could be my daughter. So anyway, I could reach out to her. So I might do that. But like I said, I would probably, and I might do that after I finish filming. I might pop an email over there to her and say, you know, because most of the people I watch wouldn't do that kind of thing. I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, that brings me to that thinking brings me to something else. Now, this podcaster said that they just were trying to be more mindful of the things they brought, how much stuff they brought into the house, and trying to get organized and whatnot, and I get it. But yet, the day after I got the email turning me down, they were posting on Instagram showing a project bag that they had gotten in a subscription box. And I'm like, okay. And that's a continual thing with that particular podcaster. But, and maybe, you know, they have an agreement or something. I don't know. That's not my business. But I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe that's why she turned me down, because she's got enough coming in, enough project bags coming in. Anyway, there's no hard feelings to that podcaster, but it stung for a couple days. It really did. It hurt my feelings, and I'm surprised that I cared enough that it hurt my feelings. But, yeah, who knows? So that brings up my next point of conversation, because I want to ask y'all something. Do any of y'all do subscription boxes for either a yarn dyer, a yarn company, project bag, anything? I mean, do you I don't know if I see the value in it, because I don't know if I would not, because, okay, try that again. Sorry. Most of the yarn subscription boxes and other things, you know, you get, like with some you get notions or yarn notions and project bags, or, you know, it's like an advent calendar but not, and it's a once a month thing. Well, those are not cheap, but and I've looked into a few of them, but the only problem I think I have with it is not being able to pick my yarn. having someone else pick the yarn for me every month. Now, yes, you can most of them give you a preview of that month that they're going to send, and you can cancel or pause or deny, or I don't really 100% know how it works because I've never done one. So I wonder if y'all have done it, is it worth it? Do you enjoy it? And in fact, I think another podcaster I watch does it too. Hannah at the Cozy Crochet Cottage. I hope I'm not messing up her name. Yeah, I think it's Cozy Crochet Cottage. I think she does, but the box that she does is I don't think that one's super expensive, and it gives you yarn to complete one project and a pattern for that project. I think they give you like 3 projects in that box. I can't remember the subscription name or the company right now. Y'all, I'm tired. I told you. I didn't sleep. For a couple of reasons. It was funny because yesterday I woke up 45 minutes before my alarm went off, which is pretty common these days. Because, and I'll get back to the subscription boxes in a minute. This is not me seeing a mental squirrel or anything. Well, kind of, sort of, maybe. But anyway, oh, I wish I could show you right now. And he's looking right at me. He hears me through the window. There's a squirrel right here on the edge of my porch. He's so beautiful. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to... I literally see a squirrel. Not a mental one either. Hey, BB. He looked right at me. He's like, whoa, what's that? Okay. So I'm going to keep talking. I know I'm not looking at y'all. I'm sorry. But it's a squirrel. And he's so cute. So, I woke up 45 minutes before my alarm went off, right? Because y'all know I make crocheted bandanas. Okay? So, in my brain, and he's steadily he's like in freeze mode. So he's freaking out. And I'm trying not to keep turning my head to him because I'm wanting him to relax. He stood straight up now. He's got his little paws tucked into his chest. Y'all know my love for critters, okay? Anyway, so I was thinking, why this random thought popped in my head and woke me up. Well, I think it was before I woke up. I think I was thinking it while sleeping, because you know that right before you fully wake up, oops, I think me moving my hand around, he's running down my rail now, down the side of my porch. He held on with his back feet and just hung. He is so precious. Anyway, so now that he's gone, I can try to focus on what I was trying to talk about. Anyway, the thought, that wakefulness right before you fully wake up, you're not in a dream state, but you're not fully asleep or fully awake, I was like, I could sew some bandanas. Because I was thinking of some beautiful fabric that I have up there that I can make sewn bandanas out. What do you think? I mean, I don't have the paper handy because it's in my other notebook. I have a little steno spiral bound notebook that I write my ideas down in. And, you know, I kind of drew one out in what measurements with the seam allowance and all that. So, I don't know. What do you think? Should I try it? I still have to do my grandbaby's hoodie. I'm kind of hesitant to do it because I messed up that first fabric so bad. Well, my old machine messed it up so bad. I'm hoping that with Bella, you know, it'll be better. But anyway. And I'm not even going to try to get all these little sprigs because the static in here is no joke. I have been having static for a week. Actually, maybe longer. Yeah, it's been like, it's when I was doing, do y'all remember that anniversary cake blanket? I did take that to my local charity and donated it along with a few other things. I didn't get my normal senior charity done before Christmas this year, and I feel like poo about that, but I'm gonna start and at least do 2 things a month for that, whether it's scarves, hats, you know, blankets. I'm just gonna do something, or cardigans. But back to what I was talking about. After we literally had the physical excuse me, hold on. Oh, he's back. Nope. He ran across the porch. But anyway. I've seen other people do different levels of subscription boxes, right? Now, maybe it's because I don't like... See, I've never even done a mystery box. Like, you know how Premiere does mystery boxes. Other places do mystery boxes too. Or, like, you know, you can purchase, like, Premiere has the mystery bags, the mill-ins and stuff. The value, fancy value or something. I can't remember. I think it's called that. But I like knowing what I'm getting, so maybe that's why I'm not really super crazy about the idea of subscription boxes. I don't know. It was a thought that came into my head the other day, and I'm like, I'm gonna get y'all's opinion because I love to hear y'all's opinion. And I don't know if y'all realize just how much I do value to hear back from y'all. Because it lets me know, yes, I'm not huge on when I follow a podcaster. I don't comment a whole lot because I don't know why I don't. I mean, I love to talk, obviously. I don't know. I just, well, okay. I do kind of know because most of the time I'm watching it on my TV, and you can't, you know, if I want to leave a comment, I have to open my phone, go to their video, and, you know, leave a comment that way. And by the time I've done all that, I forgot what I was going to say half the time. This little guy, he keeps running around on my porch. Oh, you know what it might be? My father-in-law had brought me some shelled pecans, and I bet you, because the bag of the parts that wasn't fully shelled, I have the bag out there on my porch. I bet you that's probably why he keeps coming up to the porch. Well, I might have to leave out. I don't have a bird feeder, but I could put a little bowl out there and kind of make sure that it's stuck to the railing so it doesn't fall off when he runs up the side of the rail, the corner of the rail, and gets up on the top of the rail. But anyway, I'll have to think on that one. I mean, because y'all know I like watching the critters. But I also don't want them to be reliant on me for food. That's not good for a wild animal. But anyway, bet you didn't think, if you have made it to this far in the video, bless you. Thank you. This is not my usual content, and if you don't like it, just bear with me, because I did feel like it was the elephant in the room, and I wanted to address it because rumors are flying. The only sure thing right now is JOANN is filed bankruptcy. That's it. That's the only sure thing. We don't know where it's going to lead at this point, and it will be what it it will be what it will be. I just hope that they figure it out pretty quickly so we don't get left in limbo too long. Now, that's not my main source of income, so I'm not relying on that paycheck, but others are, and I worry for them, and I worry for myself for the sheer joy of enjoying my job there. I worry for the customers that I'll have to try to find something, because some of these are not available at Hobby Lobby. Some of these yarns and stuff are not even available at Hobby Lobby and Michael, so you'd have to order them online. And let's face it, I wish I knew what manufacturer does Big Twist, because if JOANN goes out of business, like I said, nothing certain, but what would we do? I have enjoyed this Big Twist yarn a lot more than I thought I would, because I thought it would kind of go the way of Loops and Threads, which is Michael's brand, or I Love This Yarn, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. I really did think it would kind of go that way, and I'm not really super crazy about Loops and Thread or I Love This Yarn. They're not bad, okay? But I think Big Twist is better for me. And we all know my fascination, or not fascination, my obsession maybe, with Lily Sugar and Cream Cotton. But I would miss the experience of getting to... He's got something in his mouth, and it's not a pecan. Oh, it is a shell of a pecan. Sorry. There I go again. Anyway, I like being able to, and I'm sure most of you, or a lot of you, are the same way, and can understand. I like to feel my yarn. This right here I actually bought off I've had this one for a minute, but I'm wanting to say I got this one can't remember the name of it now. If I remember to put it in the bottom of the video, I'll link the name. I think it's like the Sock Yarn Company or something. Forgive me, y'all. I told you I didn't sleep because my mind is going through all these different scenarios and all this. So, but I have some projects that I'm wanting to show y'all, and I am thinking about doing a knitting tools or yeah, that kind of video. Maybe I need to go try to take a nap. I mean, yeah, it's early. It's not. I think it's like 8:30, somewhere around there. It's very early still in the morning. But my eyes popped open at 4:30 this morning too, and I'm laying there in bed. I refused to get out of bed until almost 6. I didn't go back to sleep, but I was reading. I had my Kindle and I was reading. So, but at least it left me that hair right there, and I don't want to pull it because I don't want to. I'm losing enough hair as it is. My hair is getting super thin. I know that was a squirrel moment, but yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to let y'all go. I babbled enough. But, you know, when I know more, I will let y'all know about the whole JOANN bankruptcy situation. But keep your fingers crossed if you like shopping there, because we definitely don't want it to close if, you know, so we can get all of our goodies. But I'm going to take my own advice today. I need to do something that brings me joy, and I hope you do too. I may do all of my crafts today. I've been knitting. I may crochet. I'm thinking about doing some more of the I'm pointing over here because I have it sitting over there. The flower power yarn, the purple that I've been working on. And y'all, I feel like such an idiot. One of the podcasters I do watch, she, you know, Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, she was doing a review on that flower power yarn the other day, and she cracked me up. She's like, I wonder how many this will make. And I talked to my screen. I do. I know these podcasters can't hear me, but I still talk to the screen. And I was like, 12, Jennifer, 12. And she's looking around like, yeah, it doesn't say. Well, it does. It does. I thought I had the wrapper. On the very front of the wrapper, at the bottom, I think it's on the front, where, you know, I think it's the front, where it says all in one. Hold on. I have them in plastic, so let me pull it out. Oh, yeah. Nope, it's in the back. You know where it has all the information? Look at there. 1 ball equals 12 squares. I'm like, I was trying to do all this math, and it was on the label the whole time. I'm such a ditzy person. My hair is blonde naturally. I just dye it red. Anyway. Sometimes I do live up to my blondness. I'm not even going to lie. But, so I might work on the flower power. Because now that I'm not sick, I think that, no, today might not be the day though. With me being tired and kind of in the dumps a little bit. Yeah, today might not be the day to do the flower. So I do need to redo my bath mat in the second bathroom. So I might crochet another one of those. And I do want to, I'm gonna try zippers today. I think I'm gonna do that after a nap, maybe, because I think I do need a nap. I'm gonna go to the library and all that fun stuff with my grandson, but my daughter-in-law and my grandson. But after I get back, I might take me a little nap. And my son's coming back from a cruise, so I don't know what time he's going to be getting in, though. I don't know. He went down. Him and his buddies, they all went on a cruise together, and they drove down to Tampa. Sorry, they drove down to Tampa, and I think it like 8 hours, maybe. No, I think it only took them like 7 hours. But anyway, so they're arriving back in town today, and I want to see him because I ain't seen him all week. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go, and if you want to see my normal content, go watch a few of the other videos. If you like it, click like, subscribe, so you can keep up with me. Like I said, today's not my normal content. So if you did watch through, thank you. I really appreciate you a lot. So y'all have a great day. Do something that brings you joy, and just try to enjoy yourself. I will see y'all later. Bye.